In a bustling city where life moved faster than the changing seasons, there lived a young man named Liam. He was a dreamer, a thinker, and a seeker of life's meaning. But as time went on, he found himself lost in the monotony of routine. Wake up, work, eat, sleep. His days blurred together, devoid of purpose or passion. One evening, as the city lights twinkled like distant stars, Liam wandered into an old, forgotten library on a quiet street corner. Dust coated the bookshelves, and the air smelled of parchment and time. Drawn to a single glowing book lying open on a wooden table, he approached cautiously. The book's title read, "The Path of Purpose." Curious, Liam flipped through its pages, which were blank except for a single line at the top. To find what you seek, follow the map within. As Liam stared at the words, the page began to glow, and an intricate map appeared, leading to a mysterious destination deep within a nearby forest. It was unlike any forest he'd seen, marked with symbols of stars, keys, and an hourglass. The next morning, with a mix of excitement and hesitation, Liam packed a bag and set out to follow the map. The forest, lush and alive, seemed to breathe with every step he took. The further he ventured, the quieter the world became, as though it were holding its breath. The first stop on the map was a towering tree with golden leaves. Beneath it stood an elderly woman weaving a tapestry that seemed to shimmer with life. "What are you weaving?" Liam asked. "The moments of your life," the woman replied, without looking up. Liam noticed that some threads were bright and golden, while others were dark and frayed. "Why are some threads so dull?" "Those are the days you spent merely existing, without purpose," she said. "The golden threads are moments of courage, kindness, and connection. Only you decide how many of each there will be." Her words struck Liam deeply, and he continued his journey, determined to add more golden threads to his life. The next stop was a crystal-clear lake, where a young girl sat, skipping stones across the water. "What are you doing?" Liam asked. "I'm sending ripples," she said with a smile. "Every stone creates a ripple, just as every choice you make affects the world around you." Liam watched the ripples spread across the lake, realizing how his actions, however small, could shape the lives of others. Finally, the map led him to a cave glowing with an ethereal light. Inside, he found a chest with an inscription. "The treasure you seek lies not in gold or jewels, but in the truth you carry." When Liam opened the chest, it was empty, but the walls of the cave began to reflect his memories. Moments of joy, sorrow, fear, and love. He saw himself comforting a friend, sharing laughter with a stranger, and even the times he failed but tried again. In that moment, Liam understood. The treasure was his journey, the lessons, the connections, the courage to seek and grow. He returned to the city, his heart lighter and his mind clearer. Liam began to live with intention, cherishing each moment and spreading kindness wherever he went. The routine of his life didn't change, but the way he lived it did. People around him noticed the shift. "What's your secret?" they would ask. Liam would smile and say, "The treasure isn't something you find. It's something you create every day, in the way you live." And so, his story became a light in the city, a reminder that the greatest journey is the one within. Let's learn some words from this story. Monotony, meaning lack of variety and interest, tedious repetition and routine. Example: after working the same job for years, he grew tired of the monotony of his daily life. Parchment, meaning a material made from animal skin, used historically for writing or drawing, often associated with old documents or books. Example: the ancient scroll was written on yellowed parchment, fragile to the touch. Intricate, meaning very complicated or detailed. Example: the artist created an intricate design with hundreds of tiny details. Ethereal, meaning extremely delicate, light, or seeming to belong to another world, heavenly. Example: the sunrise painted the sky with ethereal hues of pink and gold. Inscription, meaning words that are written, carved or engraved, often on a surface like stone, wood or metal. Example: the ancient sword had an inscription in a language no one could read. Intention, meaning a plan or purpose behind an action. Example: she spoke with kindness, her intention being to comfort the child. Cherish, meaning to hold something dear, to care for or value deeply. Example: she cherished the memories of her grandmother, keeping them alive in her heart. Shift, meaning a change in position, direction, or way of thinking. Example: there was a noticeable shift in his attitude after the conversation. Courage, meaning the ability to face danger, fear, or difficulty with bravery. Example: it took courage to stand up for what he believed in, even when others disagreed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.